Hey everyone, this is DyanaRozay. Welcome to my channel. I have a quick commentary for you on Martell and AC. AC blew up Martell's entire spot last night in retaliation to whatever he has going on with Sheree. But she also released a post about their son. And I'm going to talk to y'all all about it. But before I begin, hit your like and subscribe. Also, hit your notification bell. And as always, I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. Now let's get started. So late last night, AC decided to post some private messages between her and Martell to her IG stories. And one of the last messages she posted was this. And I'm not changing my son's name to Maverick. Stop calling him that. His name is Knox. He's way different from the others. Hence why you told me you don't want him every other week like you get the others. Ladies, never have a baby by a married man. Let me be your example. Someone had to be it. I own my shit. Now what? Then she responded to a private message she was getting from one of her followers, and they decided to take a screenshot of it and send it over to Jay Lee's corner. And it said this: Martell feeds off of all of this like his ego. You have to hit him in the pockets, especially if you plan to go back to him. Yeah, and that's the problem. I get being hurt. I get being lied to, but don't give him the power. Then AC hearts the message and she says, sis, I know I got to stop making this ninja relevant. Let's be clear. He wouldn't be where he is without using me. Then she proceeds to show the girl a bunch of missed calls from the day before. And she said, I got tired of seeing this, so I changed my number. Don't let his ass fool you. He's sick. That's why he's emailing, LOL. Listen to how delusional she is. Girl, don't let him fool you. That's your baby daddy. Then there's a message that's cut off, but it's regarding her being a mother. And AC responds, no, he will use it against me. He does her the same way. He's trying to take custody of them kids and bout gon' win, shaking my head. That's my point. He's willing to do anything, even for a check. He can't make it on his own. To me, he has to be in control. But he runs his mouth too much. Just be careful because he will be back at your door. And plus, he doesn't want anything he told you, especially on the Scots, to get out. It's about control. So here's the thing, guys. That girl doesn't work. Her job is to be a full-time mom and to stick her ass out on IG Live whenever the mood hits her, okay? Martell takes care of all of her bills. And as you know, especially with a man like Martell, he very much believes that the one who controls the purse controls the rules. It's the exact same shit he tried to hold over Melody when he walked into that house and told her 3 months postpartum, you're going to have to accept the fact that I'm going to be with you and with her. And he was in complete disbelief when she willingly dissolved all of those businesses and said to hell with Holt Manor and anything else that's coming up the pike because you and I are no longer a team. And I don't know what type of public assistance she receives, but I do know that in Alabama, they would go after Martell and make him repay a certain amount to the state. And this comment right here, no, he will use it against me. He does her the same way, trying to take custody of them kids and bout gon' win. That tells me that she's afraid of him and she's not about to take him to court for child support anytime soon. The dirt these two have on each other goes way deeper than the Scots. Who cares about the Scots at this point? They are a non-factor, okay? What she's threatening right now is basically telling everything that Martell ever told her about Melody and those kids. That's why she said he's way different from the others. Hence why you told me you don't want him every other week like you get the others. So when is Martell spending time with their baby outside of the time he has the MnM kids? And what in the hell does she mean by way different? That is such a loaded comment. She's literally shading her own baby and she doesn't even know it. And with Martell going to court in a few days, that was definitely an attempt to play her hand and reel him back in. One of the most disturbing things about Martell and why people are fascinated with watching him because he's like a train wreck is that he truly has no understanding of what it is to be a provider, a protector, a teacher, to be loyal. He possessed none of those qualities. He didn't have it for his ex-wife. He didn't have it for the children that were produced in that marriage. He didn't have it for his business partners, the people that invested in Holt Manor, was willing to call the project Holt Manor, the developers, all of the people that put money into it, that was willing to make this a multi-million-dollar project that could have fed him, his children, and his children's children for multiple generations. And you would think that after a man suffered that kind of loss on as public of a platform as Martell did, that he would have learned his lesson. But he hasn't. He is still doing the exact same trash ass shit that got him into this situation in the first place. And he is still sacrificing his kids. He is still destroying relationships, business partnerships, his family name, because make no mistake about it, whether you're his mama, a cousin, an aunt, an uncle, anytime anyone hears that name, they're going to tie it to Martell. He's setting up generational curses for that little boy that might not have a whole lot of anything when this is all said and done. And again, this is all due to the fact that Martell has no self-control, okay? He had a life where he decided to be a power couple with his wife. He had bankers and politicians eating dinner at his dining table and looking for projects that they could partner on with him. Him and Melody were having brunch with Jay-Z and Beyonce. Martell had all of these people come and try to counsel him. Ministers, parents, aunts, uncles, you name it. Everybody under the sun, financial advisors trying to sit him down and say, yo, man, this isn't worth it. Slow your rolls. Stop. At the very minimum, wait until the ink is dry on the project before you blow it up. You know what I'm saying? And he still couldn't get it. And to this very day, he still hasn't taken full responsibility for any of it. He still blames Melody. In fact, it's the one thing that keeps him and AC tied together. It's their narcissistic trauma bond. Martell hates Melody for having the strength and the courage to walk away and leave all that money behind. And he hates watching her get it all back without him. And AC hates Melody for not walking away from her marriage and handing over Martell to her sooner. This girl hates her for talking about her husband and her marriage on her show. And she honestly believes that that show has stopped her and Martell from being a real couple, because at their big age, neither one of them knows the difference between lust and love. And until they figure it out and genuinely move past each other with another person and not just date someone to make the other one jealous, they will keep repeating this cycle. Martell definitely thinks that he controls a woman's mind with his appendage. Y'all remember what happened when he was in Las Vegas and he came into Melody's room trying to get a little extra something, and she called him out on it. Y'all know Sheree was up last night when all of this was going down, and her response was to repost this pic of her, Kenya, and Manyetta and promote Real Housewives of Atlanta. But even AC tried to use the views she was getting in her IG stories to promote her boutique, so the only person who didn't take advantage of the views was Martell for that wine. But you guys, let me know what y'all think about all of this. Talk to me in the comments, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all on the next one.